This is a Wii Balance Board, and this guy was released in the year 2008 as an accessory for the game Wii Fit, but other than that, you won't really get much more use out of this thing. But after almost 10 years with this balance board, I wanted to see if it could maybe be a viable option as a controller to play a game like Super Mario Odyssey. This thought gave me a question that I wanted to answer for myself. Can you beat Super Mario Odyssey with a Wii Balance Board? My initial thoughts for this was yes, almost definitely. This isn't even going to be a challenge. I could probably do this without even jumping. So I put some rules in place for this challenge. 1. Use the Wii Balance Board. This is self-explanatory. Mario has to be able to move around using the board, but I can't really seem to get it connected to my Nintendo Switch. So we're going to have to find a different way to connect, and that's where 8BitDo's micro Bluetooth controller comes in. This controller acts more like a way to connect the gap between my PC and my Switch when we use a little app called the Overjoyed Accessible Controller. Overjoyed is a digital overlay interface created by Anthony, a digital communications expert and the vice board chair at the non-profit organization Our Odyssey to combat the lack of accessibility in video games. As you can see, we have these 11 sections we can keybind to our heart's content, and all we have to do to activate these binds is move our mouse and click. So we could play quite a lot of games with just one finger, or with eye tracking, or in this case, a Wii Balance Board. This makes things much easier for people who have a hard time playing games because of low dexterity or arthritis. So if you want to support the development of Overjoyed, you can donate to Our Odyssey's Tiltify or the YouTube fundraiser. You can also buy Overjoyed on the Microsoft Store, but do keep in mind the 8BitDo microcontroller is required if you're playing on Switch. 8BitDo is also providing me with some of these to give away, so check the description if you're interested. You can also stream yourself using Overjoyed with #NoControllerNecessary and give feedback for it. Our Odyssey also streams on Twitch, and if you want to see that or anything else I mentioned, it should all be down in the description. Anyways, not all of our problems have been solved yet. We only really have Overjoyed working. The balance board can't even connect to my PC yet, but I do remember from a while back when I used to make OSU videos, I had a video where I used a Wii Balance Board to play the game. What a coincidence. And remembering this led me back to Wii Balance Walker. This program was originally made by Richard Perry at graycube.com, and that got updated by Ishachar and then got modded by OSU player Elio to give absolute positioning to the balance board. This lets us use the board as a tablet, and just like a tablet, if I put my pen, or in this case my weight, on one part of the board, my cursor will go to that area. So with Overjoyed, we can move our mouse around with the Wii Balance Board to move, and jump to do any other input. But jumping actually brings an issue I don't want to deal with. Since your toes are the last thing touching the ground when you jump, we'll only be pressing one button for the whole game. So instead, I'm just going to be using a mouse to left and right click to do other actions that aren't just walking in a direction. Also, keep in mind, this setup does not allow motion controls. But with that all figured out, we can now go to our second rule, which is the one saying we are not allowed to jump. If you've seen any Super Mario Odyssey challenge before, it's probably the Game Champ 3000 jumpless one. The rules for this challenge are the exact same. A jump is counted as anything Toadette thinks is a jump at the end of the game. This means jumping, double jumping, backflips, you get the idea. Any jump that is assisted by Cappy doesn't count as a jump, so Cap bounces and capture jumps. Some other things don't count for some reason, but Toadette will let us know at the end of the game since she has a book that counts how many actions you've done during your playthrough, including jumps, cap throws, and other less important things. But this kind of sucks because we can go from start to finish and take maybe 20 hours to get there, but if I accidentally jump anytime, I won't know until I actually finish the game, and I'm not doing this again because this is probably the most physically demanding video I've ever made. I'm a YouTuber, I don't work out. Anyways, now we can actually get into the game. You can see the Wii Balance Board on the bottom left of the screen, the amount of time I spent playing on each stream to the right of that since this was recorded live, and you can also see Overjoyed on the top left. I turned on assist mode for this challenge because I knew for a fact I was going to need it since you can heal by standing still for a few seconds. This game starts out in Cap Kingdom, and Mario is a bit sleepy, and the only way to wake him up is by jumping. But this jump doesn't count as a jump according to Toadette. This is a jump that starts an animation for Mario looking around, and after the animation plays, we can now control Mario and walk around like a toddler. Eventually, we can get to Cappy, who can get us past what would be a wall too tall for us, since we can throw him in front of Mario and walk into him to do a bounce, which is actually higher than a normal jump. This brings us to the Frog sub-area, where we get into our first capture to play as Frog Mario, who can jump super high. And as I said in the rules, capture jumps don't count, so the only thing bad about this is the fact I am absolutely terrible at controlling my movement. Eventually, we can get out of this area and climb up a ramp to meet with our first boss battle against Topper. All we need to do is remove his headgear and then stomp on his head. Easy, right? Taking off Topper's top hat is trouble-free. Hitting his head is also not hard. I'm just not that great at it. I don't care if I took damage. No, the hat! Get him! Yes! But the second phase is where Topper truly shines. We can remove his hats and he'll be on the ground and start running away. I had a hard time hitting a still target. How am I supposed to hit a moving one? What's even worse is the camera trying to follow Topper's movement, making it really difficult to bounce off Cappy sometimes. Thankfully, there is another attacking method. Sometimes Topper will spin around in place for a few seconds in hopes of hitting you with his top hats, and he is vulnerable in this state, so we should be able to beat this boss battle without needing to worry about Topper running away. The camera also sort of rewards us for playing like this, since he is always right in front of us, giving us an easier time to hit him since I just need to lean forward. Yes! Yes! With Topper out of the way, we get access to a spark pylon that brings us to a title drop and Cascade Kingdom. And you can probably tell that my movement has already gotten a little better, and it's good enough to where we can capture this chain chomp. Okay, now I have to Minecraft crouch back. Boom! Thrust! We got it, there we go. Okay. After getting our first moon, we can reach the Odyssey, the Super Mario Odyssey. But it's all broken down, and we need to fix it with the power of 5 moons. And since we already have 1, we just need 4 more. And with the help of a thrust, we can bring that number down to 3. But the only way to get those 3 is to fight Madame Brood. And getting up to her shouldn't be difficult. Just go around this corner, thrust, and... oh, yeah. 2D jumps count as jumps. So we can't actually progress Cascade Kingdom as we normally would. So we need to find another way up. And that has been done for us by speedrunners years ago. If we capture the T-Rex sleeping in this kingdom, we can walk over to these blocks and break them to reveal a trampoline. This trampoline can launch us all the way above the arena where we'd fight Madame Brood. So all we really have to do is uncapture the T-Rex and dive into the arena. But of course, it's not going to be that easy. I'm on a Wii Balance Board. Movement is not exactly the easiest thing. This actually caused me to change my control layout for Overjoyed, just to make this a bit easier to do, since my controls definitely weren't optimized. So here's a little image of what each input should do for the rest of the game, so it'll be a little easier to follow along. Anyways, after an entire hour of trying, failing, trying... oh! No way! So close! Failing, this happened. Do 2 clicks at once. Yes! What? That worked. Okay, we just had to keep going at it and get it eventually. Madame Brood. This fight shouldn't be too difficult. Remove caps, capture the chain chomp, thrust, and then heal up. Rinse and repeat. Run away. And let's capture. Alright, here we go. I haven't heard this song in full before, I feel like. I guess I haven't been listening, but it kind of goes crazy, I can't lie. Chomp. Get him, Cappy. Okay. Okay, and thrust! Oh, wait, I missed it. Okay. And thrust! We got it. It was easy. I was just throwing for content. I wish. And there we go. Cascade Kingdom is finally finished. With 5 moons in hand, we can now repair the Odyssey and move on to Sand Kingdom, where I thought things were going to be easy. So I traveled as much as I could to get some story moons, but I would have needed to do some fairly precise moves in order to get anywhere, so I just decided to get some moons I knew would be easy. I started by planting a seed, and then I tried to climb the buildings with Cappy. Once again, this is really difficult to do, but eventually we can reach overlooking the desert town. After that, I went to the oasis to see if I could get a ground pound moon. That'll make things a lot easier. Yes! We got the bird! I didn't even try to go for that. Then I got the cactus moon, ended stream, and came back 2 days later to hopefully complete Sand Kingdom. I would have gone longer the first day, but my feet were really hurting after standing for so long. But once I got back, the first thing I did was go into first person mode to talk to this Koopa, since talking to NPCs counts as a jump for some reason if you aren't in first person mode. This Koopa gives us a challenge to walk in a perfect circle. Do you guys think we got this? Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh, I took damage. Uh-oh. Okay, how's that? How's that? I did a perfect circle for like half of it. After that, mess, I was going to grab a moon. The only problem being, my Wii Balance Board did not want to cooperate, and Wii Balance Walker kept crashing. Eventually, the board reconnected, but I want to put it out there that this happened during this challenge very often, and I won't be mentioning it again, but sometimes you might be able to tell when I'm lagging. Anyways, I was able to get one moon, and then attempted to get one of the seed moons. Okay, this one's for you, Aristotle. Yes! Then I got 1, 2, 3 ground pound moons, a shot moon, and the Sphinx moon. Next, I stumbled around grabbing a second seed for a moon, and walked over to the Bullet Bill sub-area hoping I'd get lucky and get both moons in there. The controls for Bullet Bills are actually somewhat similar to the Bubble Balance game on Wii Fit, so this sub-area was a whole lot of fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm happy that I'm allowed to go slow. Down. Oh yeah, I should also remind you guys, I do have a video coming out tomorrow. Yes. Yes. Okay. Isn't there a second moon in here? And how did I die there? Oh. Oh. Wait, what? Okay. Nope, no, 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 no. Up, up, up. What? Okay, first try. I wasn't panicking at all. I wasn't panicking. I'm good at the game. I'm good at the game, you know. Just another Friday. After this, I went to the Moyai sub-area to get 2 more moons, and it actually wasn't that difficult to do. I just had to memorize the layout of each area. But now with one last moon needed until we can leave Sand Kingdom, I went for the seed moon I planted earlier. This one's for you, Ty Laser. There we go. Now we can finally leave Sand Kingdom and go to either Wooded or Lake Kingdom. I chose Wooded Kingdom because I thought it would be easier. This cameraman. I wasn't even looking at my screen and I got him. I think most of the reason why I thought this would be an easy kingdom was because of the uproots. These are enemies we can capture that give us a bunch of height and give us a ton of easy moons. The flower bridges here were also easy to cross since we can't actually fall off them as long as we don't jump, which we can't do anyways. With Nut planted in the tower and stretching your legs complete, we can do a boss fight against Spewart, who doesn't run away after you take off his hat. Easiest boss fight of my life. I just beat you with a Wii Balance Board, Spewart. How do you feel? Beating this boss opened up a new section of this kingdom, and some of the new moons were easy, while others, definitely not focusing on the tank one, were probably possible, but too difficult at my current skill level. The last moon I grabbed was actually from an outdoor shop, which is only possible to do in one other kingdom in a normal playthrough because first-person mode does not work otherwise. Now for Lake Kingdom, which I started to play 3 days later. The second we arrived, I immediately got stuck underwater, and this was when I noticed Mario doesn't drown in assist mode. So when I reach an underwater section, we can press the jump button as much as we want and not have to worry about drowning. This underwater section wasn't that bad. It's a bit difficult to swim in any direction though, so I had to dive forward to gain progress. Alright, there's a chest here. And there should be a moon here, if I don't take damage. Come on, swim, swim, Mario, swim! Okay, okay. Swimming doesn't count as jumping, thankfully, but jumping out of the water does. So, as long as we're in the water, we should be fine. Possess Cheep Cheep. Oh, you're so right. Because I don't think I go down unless I press a button, correct? Okay. Come on. Yes! Okay. Cheep Cheep. There we go. Just saying, Cheep Cheeps are pretty much our win condition for this kingdom. But we do still need to fight Rango, and he's not that bad. Knock over his cap and use the cap to fly over to him and bounce on his head. Controlling Mario while he's slowly spinning downward is a little tricky, but the camera helps me out. Okay, here we go, here we go. Boom. And there we go. Easy. Alright. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Defeating Rango gives us the perfect amount of moves to travel to Metro Kingdom, but Bowser decides he wants to fight us all the way up in Cloud Kingdom. Alright, here we go. Alright. Oh, that's not good. Okay, here we go. Okay. Actually, punching Bowser is an issue. Since my mouse is moving around a lot, every time I click an Overjoyed, it might not be counted since I'm dragging. Overjoyed at this point was also not 100% accurate with inputs either, so that caused my punches to come out extremely slow. Come on! Click! Come on, come on! Mario! Okay, he fell over, he fell over. Yes! That was easy! After defeating Bowser, we get blasted off into Lost Kingdom, and Mario is sleeping again. But we know this doesn't count. Anyways, Lost Kingdom is a bit tricky. So pretty much this happens. We lose Cappy. Without Cappy, we can't go very far. This far to be accurate. But once again, speedrunners have saved us from losing Cappy, and all we have to do is climb up a tree, cat bounce off the edge of one of these leaves, throw Cappy again, dive into Cappy, and reach this ledge. But this is I'm actually confident this is not possible with my current setup. I can climb up the tree just fine, but lining up Mario on the tree leaves perfectly is really difficult. On the top... What? And even if we got the perfect cat bounce, the chances of getting another cat bounce and diving in the correct direction was extremely thin. So after a while, I actually gave up. For now. I was of course going to come back, but that was going to be when Overjoyed got its next update that was supposed to make inputs count more accurately. So on June 11th, I got word that the update came out, and I decided to start up stream on the 21st to continue what I started. Be good. Yeah, the Toda jump counter has to stay at 0 for us to beat the challenge, and if we don't beat the challenge, tough luck for me. Oh my gosh, we did it first try! We did it first try, we did it first try. What? What? Oh, okay, how am I supposed to get up there? That's what I'm trying to think of right now, because I don't actually know how I'm gonna get up here. There we go, there we go. We made it, we made it. Just to be safe, and so I didn't have to do any more trick jumps, I grabbed a checkpoint near Klepto so I could teleport anytime without needing to worry about losing Cappy. But now, since we can pretty much explore the whole kingdom as we please, I was able to get some easier moons, and some moons that require more precision. Dylan 2000 is playing Rocket League. Awesome. I play Fortnite with that guy. I feel like it's hard to tell just how difficult this challenge is as a viewer. After only 30 minutes in, I'm already in pain, and that probably hinders my gameplay even further than it already is. But don't get me wrong, this is actually really fun, and it's a very unique experience. But now we can reach Metro Kingdom, which starts us off at a pretty concerning note. Narrow platforms and narrow moving platforms. These things are scary, but thankfully we just have to walk slowly to get past them. We can also grab a moon without issue and reach the Nudonk City Hall interior. Everything in this sub-area is tiny, and since we can't jump, this isn't going to be very easy. It takes forever to climb up each layer of this building, and since everything's on one side of the wall, one mistake can cause us to start right back at the beginning. You guys played that No! That Zenless Zone game that just came out recently? Please don't put me so low. No! Eventually, I did sort of adapt to this area. I knew what I had to do, sort of memorize where I needed to throw my cap, and made it to these poles, which are pretty easy to navigate around since they don't actually count as jumps when you jump off of them. Yes. Yeah, okay. And we made it. Let's go. After beating this terribly difficult part of the game, we reached the top of the tallest building in Nudonk City, and we are now prepared to fight against the Mecha Wiggler. And this was going to be either crazy difficult or crazy easy. I am going to change my controls to make this like a million times possible. Okay. Get over here, tank. I'm surprised this is working out. Awesome. Okay. Yes. Come on. Yes. Was that it? Was that it? I can barely see anything, but I think we did it. I think we did it. Yeah, that went surprisingly well. Probably the easiest multi-moon we could ever get in this challenge. Anyways, we need 20 moons before we can leave Metro Kingdom, and the first one I wanted to get was the RC car moon. But we run into a little bit of trouble since we need to use the right stick to turn around, and that wasn't actually put in a great place for the control scheme I had. So instead, I tried to get the moon without turning a single time as an extra challenge instead of just rebinding my controls. Oh, okay. Do we not need a steer? We might need a steer. Yes. This is somehow working. Do we not need a steer for this at all? That's... What the heck? A bunch of moons in Metro Kingdom seem to be really easy to grab, but it could just be that Metro Kingdom has a bunch of moons. Something worthy of noting did happen in the Dinosaur Chase sub-area though. How do I get off the scooter? Okay, I just press ZL. That looked like a jump. That really looked like a jump, but I don't think it would count. I actually don't know if this counts as a jump. It looks like a jump, but I didn't use the jump button. We'll see later on if that even mattered, but it is something to keep in mind just in case. Anyways, most of the moons in Metro Kingdom were super easy. I'm definitely getting more used to controlling my weight on the Wii Balance Board, and as you can tell by the moon counter now, and we have every single moon we need. Awesome. With Metro Kingdom complete, we have the choice of going to either Snow Kingdom or Seaside Kingdom, and I chose to go to Snow Kingdom because I thought it would be an easier kingdom to complete. boy was I wrong. I tried getting some moons on the outside area of Snow Kingdom, and the only one I really had a chance at getting was the Captain Toad moon, but I could just barely not speak to him because of his positioning. So I entered Shiveria in the hopes of getting all 8 moons in each of the 4 sub-areas, and the first sub-area I went into had Typhus, and the first moon we have a chance of getting requires a ground pound that I don't really see as something that would be possible without jumping. The moon at the end of the sub-area was pretty simple to get though. Getting into the pipe kinda sucked though, so I just didn't go in the pipe. In the Rango sub-area, a moon was sitting out in the open, and Rango was also not too difficult, but the icy floors made my terrible movement even worse. Then I went into the Moonshard sub-area, an area filled with icy water and Bite Frost enemies that elevate Mario and take a bite out of him. Getting the shards was really easy, but actually reaching the moon we needed didn't seem that easy. We had to use these enemies to lift us up enough to reach a higher area, but we have to do that 3 times, and doing it just 1 time is difficult enough. But this is really just a case of memorizing movement, so we can eventually do this. Okay. Okay, here we go, here we go. How do I even get up there, honestly? I know how to get up there, actually. This might be a bit painful to do. No, it shouldn't. It should be easy. It should be easy. Okay, so we're going to get this moon. We're going to immediately go to the right again. And we're going to align ourselves up so we can cat bounce. There we go. I told you it would work. I told you it would work. Now getting the moon. I just go backward and land into it. Like this. Perfect, 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 perfect. For the final sub-area in Shiveria, we have the Goomba Cave, and the first moon we can get is probably possible, but I didn't want to change my controls, so I moved on and got the Story Moon to open up the seal for the Bound Ball race, which I would like to say is something I could avoid, but we need 4 more moons, and I only know of 1 ground pound moon in Shiveria that should be free, so we're kind of forced to do this. And I know I said 3 seconds ago I don't want to change my controls, but I'm desperate, so I just replaced all my crouch buttons with jump buttons. It's not that bad. Training for the Bound Bowl didn't make me very confident. I'm not fast at all. I think we're ready for the real race. Oh, you think so, Cappy? Okay. Guys, do you think we're ready for the race? My gameplay for this race started out absolutely terribly. These Shiverians were flying through the race while I was getting stuck in the rough and not even being close to winning. I will say though, this is probably the best use of the Wii Balance Board in this entire game. This was pretty awesome, and with more practice, I did just end up getting better at the race. Okay, that wasn't the worst. That wasn't the worst. But I'm gonna try until I get this, because I think this is gonna work. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. I'm sweating here. Come on, come on. Get out, get out, get out, get out of the rough, get out of the rough. Uh-oh, that's not good, that's not good. Don't get on the other side. Come on. You can win this, you can win this, you can win this. Don't get stuck, don't get stuck, don't get stuck, don't get stuck. No way! No way, no way. What? We just did that with a Wii Balance Board. We just got first place with a Wii Balance Board. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm surprised I was even able to manage that, but now that we have all our moons, we can head on over to Seaside Kingdom, where I spent the entire time using a Cheep and a Gushion. No challenge whatsoever. Luncheon Kingdom. Our first task here was to reach Spewart. This wasn't too difficult to do. Surprisingly, actually fighting Spewart was harder than getting to him. He kept eating my cap throws, which was annoying, but he's really not that bad. This brings us to Piranha Plaza, where I should find a few moons, but they're all sort of precise in their own way, so instead I captured a Podoboo to get a ground pound moon and enter the Forks sub-area, which I hoped to be really fun. Forks. This might be difficult. Good. Thrust! No! Okay. Yes. What? Okay, that was simple. It was pretty fun, at least when things were actually working. But now we actually need to climb Mount Volbono, since I don't really know of any moons I could grab that would be easy. Navigating with the Podoboos took a little getting used to. I kinda hated it, but using the Hammer Bros to break cheese felt pretty much exactly how it feels playing normally. We can also grab a moon that gives us a path up the mountain. After getting around that, we can capture a big chunk of meat that brings us to this boiling pot of soup. Oh, come on. This is not where I wanted to be. Not where I wanted to be. Okay. Yes. Okay. From here, we can grab the moon. Oh, so close. Don't bring me all the way back. Okay, good. This actually counts as a platform. Thank goodness. Okay, we got it. Okay. Grabbing this multi-moon opens up a new area of the kingdom, but I didn't really know where I needed to go, so I tried being smart while getting some more moons. Oh, that's possible. Watching from Britain right now, 9 PM. Nice. Okay, let me die. Okay, now that's the hard part. That is actually the hard part. Anyways, I ended stream here. My feet were hurting a whole lot. For my next stream on August 31st, I knew exactly where I needed to go to progress. The 2 moons in here were pretty easy to grab, but I did need to change up my controls for the Podoboo. After that, we could go through this door to find a piranha plant we were able to coerce into spinning fire at some torches that spawn a moon. And then I talked to Captain Toad and got a Podoboo moon. And this lets us complete Luncheon Kingdom, so now we can move on to Ruin Kingdom. And it's just a boss battle against this giant dragon. Surely, nothing outside of my power can make this more difficult than it's supposed to be, right? Yeah, first try, surely. We definitely got this first try. Uh-oh. I messed up. Okay. I can't throw my hat. Why can't I throw my hat? So this boss battle is definitely going to be difficult. For starters, the dragon only stays vulnerable for a few seconds, and during that time, we have to climb up the dragon and hit these swords with Cappy to reveal a ground poundable weak point on the top of his head. And this is just way too difficult to do. Every attacking attempt I take usually takes away 2 HP, then I rarely hit even 1 sword before I have to run away and heal up. Okay. Let's heal. Or not. I don't know what happened. I'm supposed to heal. Mario, please heal. I'm in assist mode for a reason, you know? Let me pause right here. Sometimes assist mode doesn't work. It does not heal you. I have no idea why this happens, but it only happens during this boss fight. Mario isn't moving. This sucks. It took forever to take out each phase of this dragon, and of course, on the final phase, something terrible had to happen. Fine. No way. No way. That was it. How I just didn't hit the weak point. I don't know how I didn't hit it, but it happened. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's not good, that's not good. Okay, heal, 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 heal. Okay. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We can heal up. We have 1 HP, but we're fine. Just heal up. Mario, focus on healing. Why can't you heal? Mario. Are you joking? Okay, that was not my fault. That was not my fault in any way. I was supposed to heal. Okay, that's 30 minutes wasted, but it's fine. I'll just try again. Surely I won't have the same problem. It's not really a long time. You have to stand still either. It's this long. Okay, he's doing it again. What is up with you? Mario doesn't heal anymore. What is happening? Okay, something is definitely wrong with my game. Specifically, I'm just gonna reset. I'm gonna end stream, try this another day, because this should not be happening. Mario should be healing up. He should have been... Wow, okay. He should be fully healed right now. But he's not healing up. Okay. Yeah, I'm done with this game for now. I should have gotten that. Here's a reminder that all the footage in this video was recorded live. I don't even want to think about this boss fight, but you guys can watch it if you want. Up, up. Yes! 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 Oh my gosh. We did it! October 15th is when we arrived at Bowser's Kingdom, and I had a feeling this might be the most difficult kingdom we've been to. Somehow we got all the Goombas, and we died because I can't see anything. Oh! Dang, that hurts. That hurts my foot. Okay. After a little while, we can capture the Pokio enemy, and these are actually really fun to navigate with. There was also a really easy method for using them efficiently. So I have to go down, middle, up. Alright, down, middle, up. Perfect. Down, middle, up. Perfect. After passing this section, we reach an area where we need to ground pound on top of this stairface ogre enemy. And this is similar to what I would have had to do to get a moon in Snow Kingdom, except this time it's moving. So I have to try to align myself while baiting out the enemy to get this done. Did I just jump? I think I just jumped. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Let's watch that back real quick. I did jump. I did jump. I just reloaded a save file to remove that mistake, but after a little while of trying to get lined up with this enemy, I realized I didn't really need to work so hard for this. Once I climbed up the enemy's attacking brick thing, they wouldn't be able to move, and since each attack of this enemy is so fast, we could eventually get this to work. Yes! No way! No way that worked. Okay. Now we have to collect some shards as Pokio, which isn't too bad, but a few parts are a bit tricky. I hear a moon. Now that we've reached the point where we have to fight 2 bosses back to back, we might have some trouble. Topper was difficult in the first kingdom, and we haven't even fought Harriet yet. But, of course, I just have to go fight Harriet. We've never done this before, actually. This is going to be interesting. Okay, here we go. There we go, first hit, first hit. Let's heal up. Okay, she's actually not really doing much here. So that's good. Come on, the camera angle is so terrible. Oh, I hit it again. The worst part about these fights is the camera keeps changing. Oh, we went over her. What the heck? Boom! There we go. Okay. Now I have to get rid of Topper, which I think is a little bit more difficult. Oh, he starts with 3. Okay, that's 1 hit. Simple enough. Boom! Easy. Okay, okay. So we sort of know the strat for this. Which, how am I living this? Wow. Oh, why is it changing the camera? This sucks. Worst part about this fight. Worst part of any fight, actually. I died. Yes! The worst part about this game is the camera always changing. Yes! But it still worked. It still worked. That was super lucky. I bounced on one of his hats and then bounced on his head. That was super lucky. Now we've reached the main courtyard, and we're forced to use a Pokio exclusively for the rest of the kingdom. I changed my controls around a bit so I'd have an easier time navigating, but jumping didn't really help much once we reached the Pokio wall, which is a giant wall that puts our Pokio skills to the test. I'm dead. My feet were hurting though, so I didn't start going up the wall until October 29th. Ooh. Actually. Okay. Okay. Oh wow, that's as close as you are ever gonna get, actually. Okay, okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yes! Yes, we made it, we made it, we made it. This surprisingly didn't take long, and now all we had to do was use a Spark Pylon to reach the top of the kingdom to fight the Mecha Brutal. Alright, I don't really know how I'm gonna do this, but, you know, we're gonna try it out. Let me get here. Okay. I like how it breaks both of their legs. That's pretty cool. As you can see, this boss fight has the same problem as the dragon. We have a limited time to climb the boss. We have more time given for this battle, but it's still a very short time limit since I need to be so precise with my movements. Okay. There we go, that's 1. Okay, throw out your bombs, throw out your bombs. Okay. Okay. Okay, go up. Uh-huh. Up. Uh-huh. And up. Nope, nope, nope. Up. Yes, perfect. Yes, I got him just in the nick of time. Yeah, progress is being made. Woo! I don't want to lose that progress. Okay, okay, here we go, here we go. Yes. No way, she's 1 HP, 1 HP. Yes! Okay, she was actually one shot. That's awesome. Alright, here we go. That scared me. I thought it was over for a second. Like, are you gonna fall on me? Okay. Yes. Yes! Yes! Smooth, thank you. Finally, okay. I think that was a 20-minute boss fight. I think that may have been a 20-minute boss fight. With Bowser's Kingdom being complete, we can now travel to our last stop, the Moon Kingdom. And this kingdom shouldn't take too long. We just have Moon Cave and the final boss. A lot of Moon Caves seemed to be pretty easy, but near the end there were some tricky areas that really just forced me to adapt. Boom, that's how you get across. That's how you get across. Easy, easy. After getting past all the challenges in Moon Cave, we reached the top for a rematch against Madame Brood. She was, really easy. But now that we've completed Moon Cave, we can move on to the final boss that I wanted to stream on November 3rd, 2024. Oh, come on. He's wearing a very similar outfit. No. This is going to be a lot harder than I thought it would be. Okay. There we go. First hit done. First hit done. Yes. Yes! Okay. Now we stand still and heal. Oh, come on. Come on. Yes! That was actually kind of easy. Now that Bowser has been defeated, it seems like things might be over. But I changed my controls on Overjoyed because I knew there was still one challenge left over until we beat the game, and that was the escape sequence. This part of the game starts off just like the very beginning. Mario is on the floor and we have to jump to wake him up. But this isn't actually the same thing. We aren't being asked to jump like the previous times. The game just expects you to do it, and that's where they get you. This jump is a jump. You can tell since the animation is different, and none of Mario's actions can get us out of this either. But during the fight against Bowser, you may have noticed something a little different from usual. Cappy was floating above Mario, instead of just being on his head. This means I am in 2-player mode, which gives Cappy more control for movement, which includes being able to freely move and activating a cat bounce immediately. So because Mario can't do anything, this time Cappy is going to take the lead and wake up Mario. Right now, it is impossible to jump. All we need to do is reach the end of this Bowser platforming section and complete the challenge. The first part of this Bowser section wasn't too bad, but this 2D section was really difficult to navigate through, and Bowser's slipperiness wasn't helping it either. It really does pain me that there is no checkpoints either, so every time I die, I have to go all the way back to the beginning. But eventually, I did memorize the safe spots in this 2D section and took it slow. Okay. Okay. Yes! Boom! Okay, we made it, we made it, we made it. Come on. Okay, hopefully that's a checkpoint. I don't know if it is, but I really hope it is. Just saying. I see the outside. Move, Bowser! Bro, this dude has to move. Okay. Come on. Come on. Okay, second block off. Bowser, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Oh, I just got chills, what the heck. I'm shaking. Don't fall, Bowser. Oh my gosh! What the heck? What the heck? Oh! Oh my gosh! No way! Okay. Here we go. Bowser. Break that block! Break that block! Oh, I'm shaking. Okay, okay, okay. We did it! We did it! We did it! Okay, I can stop the timer. I can stop the timer. Oh wait, no I can't. I have to... Come on, charge up, charge up. Charge up, Bowser. So after all of that work, we've finally beat Super Mario Odyssey with a Wii Balance Board. That much is possible. But without jumping a single time, we still have to talk to Toadette and see for ourselves if that has been completed. Okay, let's see. So Toadette has been keeping progress on our journey. Okay. Moment of truth. Let's go scroll down. I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom. Let's see. Fly, Cappy, fly. Okay. Jump, jump. We've thrown Cappy 5,008 times. Here it is. The reveal. 0 out of 10,000 jumps! Oh my gosh. We actually did it jumpless. The entire game, start to finish, with a Wii Balance Board. No jumps a single time. So after all of those trials, all of those tribulations, we have officially beat Super Mario Odyssey without jumping while using a Wii Balance Board. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was very fun to make, but that's all I got.